wrestling style. Knock you in your head with my stick, with my stick. You gon' have a mark from my stick, from my stick. My stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick. I don't wanna. Yeah, you want my stick. Dump your coconut with my stick. Look at my stick. You gon' feel the wrath of my stick. Feel my stick, my stick, my stick. My stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick, but it's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick is my friend, born from a log. Everyone can see it's better than bacon. Why'd you get so crotchety and mean? Look at my stick. Why'd you drink that creature's milk is green? Got me sick. My stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't use my stick, but it's just a stick. Don't you like my stick? No, it's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick and me take walks every day. Past the hooligans down by the ocean. When they laugh at my stick, then they learn how my stick is much denser than bacon. Bought a little piggy and I let the little piggy run amok. Blowing on sleep, little piggy kept waking me up. People often fight about which birds are the best birds, but everybody can agree that seagulls are the worst. I kiss my stick, you can't pick up my stick. Keep your mitts off my stick. I disappear for years, then reappear right here to cheer about my cool stick. When I was
I'm supposed to be a mute, but that ain't the truth. Love wearing my blue tie and hair. Just to let you know you're not the last one to go. I was the last one to watch you gasp for air. And I heard all her sighs, some fear in her eyes. When I took her life, I'm deranged. And I roasted you, said yummy, you'll make a step. So your flesh I'll obtain. 'Cause I got victims and I'll wear their faces. It's a risky town, 'cause I'm chasing them all away. And they'll be slain. Yeah, I'm real big, I wear leather faces. Think I saw them down on a daily basis. So I got no friends, 'cause I wear their faces.
Do not wear that outfit again. But if you wanna keep your speed, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that Whitney Houston's debut LP had 4 #1 singles on it? Did you know that Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I was probably returning videotapes. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess
Tonight, I will walk away champion of the CJWF. And then all hell will break loose. I promise to mow through the competition one at a time until bloody body by bloody body hits the floor. Just remember, there will be wailing and gnashing of teeth out in the darkness. In Mark, Bolton, the moral compass. I will leave you where you started. At the bottom, looking up, wondering what could have been. See you soon.
Welcome, everybody. That was smooth. That was smooth. I gotta say, that was good. I like that. I don't like that.
She said it.
What is going on, everybody? It's Tuesday night, and if you didn't know, over on 6 a.m. channel is the CGWF WrestleMania going on right now. And so I was trying to hold off. Everybody over there was watching the matches, hoping that they were going to get done before we had to go live. But I just couldn't hold off any longer because a lot of you in the chat want to see some awesome art. But we'll just say this. If anybody's paying attention to that match and if they see the outcome of the match between me and Polton, let me know when I win. We'll just say that. Let me know when I win.
You so sure about that?
And we will celebrate. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see.
But we got great news regardless.
Yes. Fantastic news.
You, me, you, both of us.
You're good. You
3, 2, 1.
No, just you. Just you.
Okay,
Spotlight's on you. Spotlight's on you, buddy.
All right, let me run. We got great news. Next weekend, next Tuesday, Kayla is coming home. She's gonna be back on ACBA. She's gonna give you all the smart stuff that me and Joe don't give. So
that's right. That's right.
She knows that the chat misses her, loves her, and we reciprocate it to her, and she gives all back big huggies to you guys.
That's right. Everybody's favorite is coming back next Tuesday, so don't miss that because next Tuesday we're also going to be looking at Batman the Joker, the Deadly Duo, issue 5.
I'm excited.
Which is awesome. It's fantastic. So
probably the best book out there on stands.
Yeah, 100% it is. And I don't know when Ronin book 2 is, but if it comes out similar time, maybe we'll smash those all together in the same stream. But the good news is that Kayla will be coming back.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. We got Duck Bacon was first. I love it. Can't wait. I got my copies. I got my only copies. Issue 2. Only copies. Nice. It's a good issue. I, for the longest time, only had a handful of copies. You know, and they go to eBay. You can find them on eBay for not too bad of a price, actually. Yeah. We got Sooner GM in the house. Hail to you. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Rick Saylor in the house as well.
We gotta plan something out to get Rick on, just to hang out or just go over books or something. Just miss that dude.
It's been a second. I can't see it on here on StreamYard, but we can see it in the YouTube chat. We got Tarks9 member for 9 months, had a member chat that says "Hail Comicsgate." Hail to you, brother.
Hail
Thanks
to
for
you.
being here. Appreciate
And
you.
to you, and you, and you, and you, and all of you.
Also, Rick is a member of the channel, one of the founding members, I have to say too. Speaking of members, I'm going to say here in a sec, we're going to do that member draw tonight, where somebody in the membership is going to win a sketch cover of this
blank comic.
You're going to win this blank comic. This is all you. Original art by me. I will sketch it up. We'll figure out what it's going to be, but that is going to be drawn later on tonight. We got Khmer in the house. Hiawatha.
Yeah.
Hail.
Good to see you.
Love that. Thank you for being here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Ja Ro, another member of the channel, someone that will have a chance to win that sketch cover a little bit later. We have MVP in the house. David Finch, one of my favorites, and with Matt Bat Banning inking equals perfection. You got to throw the bat in there. You got to. I agree, though.
You're not
100%.
wrong. You're not wrong. You're right, 100%. But you're not wrong. Yeah.
I'm going to point out some things too when we look at the issue specifically of how much work Bat actually did in these early issues for David Finch, and I've got some behind the scenes, I guess, info I should say about Ascension. Yeah. So we can dive into that when we get there. We got Astro Zombie, another member of the chat.
Hell, bro,
thank you for being here. Another member of the channel, I should say. You got a chance to win that sketch cover a little bit later. We have Don says, "Hail all, hail to you, brother."
Hail to you.
Let's see who else we got. I got Jay from Desolate Souls. Good to see you, brother. So, what's up, everyone? Let's effing do this. I agree. I'm looking forward to it. Barbarians in the house. Hail to you. Got Victor. Long time. Hope everything is going good. Hail, everyone. Hail to you. Let's see. Getting down here. I think we got Salmon Kucher. I always say that. I probably always say that wrong. But
how's it going?
Yeah. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. Wait.
Tentacle.
Welcome to the show.
Let's start.
We can get rolling now. Okay. I think we've got everybody. Dale A's in the house. Issue 5 was great. Yes, and that's actually where we're going to stop tonight. We're doing 0 through issue 5, or 1 through 5 and then 0. I can't remember how I recorded it. But I wish we could have kept going. But I was like, 5 issues is pretty good for the length of the show. We got Wolfer in the house too. Hail, Joe. Hail, everyone. Hail to you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. We have Frain, Jesus, and Tizordo. Sean.
I'm only Mexican on paper. There's only so much I can roll my tongue. That's what she likes.
I'm sorry about butchering your name there, but hello to you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. We got Fat Samurai. Hail. Love it. Thank you for being here. Lieutenant Hughes, a member of the channel as well. The only winner is me. I love the attitude. Oh,
Ja Ro's got a question.
Where's he at? Morning, Sean. Dan Kemp got those type 1 colors to you yet? Not yet. Working on it. It's a tricky business. All right. Making comics are a tricky business. Getting everybody involved to do their stuff when it needs to be done, especially colorists.
Fucking colorists. They were a dime a dozen. You know what? I'm putting it out there. Fuck it. Type 1 is going to be in black and white.
Oh, there you go. That's it.
It's going to be an art edition.
We're going to do Sin City style.
Yeah.
It's been decided.
You had the chance to vote. You didn't, but that's what we're doing.
I see everybody over in 6 a.m.'s chat or in their stream. They're getting ready to do the main events. So let's see. I'm sure I'm going to walk away victorious because, come on, this has been my year. Why not? Why not take the championship? If you guys don't know what we're talking about, 6 a.m. does this WWF kind of stimulated wrestling federation with all of us as avatars in there, and I am wrestling for the
it's the birthday boy
world. Whoops,
it's the birthday boy.
Happy birthday!
Hope
Artist,
you're having
man.
a great day, brother. Now,
colorists, having a great birthday.
Colorists.
You could put that on pretty much anybody, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm the artist, writer of the book. You know, I could put that on my inkers. I could put that on my colorists. You know, not come in and work on time or with work on time. I'm sure, Rob, you have been through it all. Happy birthday! I hope it's a great one.
Fuck it! Thank you for joining us.
By the way, the the Great Wheel giveaway has been going awesomely. If you've caught the episode 2 nights ago on Bancroft's channel, and then last night on Rob's channel, I think he's gonna be doing it like 6 more times.
Nice.
We're gonna have him on this channel at some point. We just got to figure out a day to do it.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
We're gonna do the giveaway here on this channel as well. But it's been going great. My piece is still available. My chaos piece from the CJ Vacation.
Nobody claimed that.
Well, you have to win it. So you spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's what you win. So if it lands on me, then that person wins it. But everybody be following Rob for updates on that and where the next stream is going to be.
Sweet.
1000%. What is on? That's a good point. In the professional business of making comics, that is a great point.
These cocksuckers don't respect a fucking deadline, even though they've been prepaid.
It's starting to sound like Malin. I like it. Don't air the dirty laundry though. That's all behind the scenes.
I'm kidding.
Stuff like that.
I'm kidding.
You got to fire somebody. You don't tell anybody until the time is.
Oh, I'm not firing this guy. There's nobody.
I'm not saying you're firing. I'm just saying, like, if you have to move on from somebody, you can't. What you do? Hey, we've got Kayla in the house. Hail, girl.
Yes.
Good to see you. She will be returning next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. It's going to be amazing. They're running my promo over there. Yeah, I'm about to fucking kick some ass. It's awesome.
Nice.
It's awesome. All right, guys, we are going to jump into this because we've got a lot of you in the chat ready to look at some awesome art. I posted this on Facebook and had a guy hit me up and asked if this was David Finch's new crowdfunding book, which I thought was funny. It's funny, but it's cool. I like the conversation because it means that this channel has, like we talked about last week, we're getting newer people into older books that might not have seen it before, right?
Right.
So this is one of those chances. This is not the first work of David Finch. He had already done some fill-in issues in Cyberforce, or was it Strikeforce? No, it was Cyberforce.
Cyberforce, some pinups, cards. He did the Cyberforce either yearbook or annual #1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is his first creator-owned project that he did through Top Cow, which, by the way, I didn't realize until I started going over these issues again that Matt Bat Banning actually co-wrote the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually completely had forgot about that. So this is a collaboration between Finch and Bat. But honestly, this was a series that made me fall in love with David Finch's art.
Yeah, a huge jump from Cyberforce and his other shit.
100%. Like, he leaned heavy into just the shadows and the line work and the grit. And I've got some, like I said, I've got some behind the scenes knowledge coming from Bat himself, because we had a conversation about this book specifically, and he gave me some kind of insider stuff that we'll talk about a little bit later about the production of the art. But this was a cool brand new look for Finch. He broke out. What I loved about his art with this book is it kind of reminded me of Silvestri, but like this newer kind of flair, much like Turner and Benitez and like all those guys. Like, it reminded me of Silvestri, but it had a new feel. It allowed me to grab onto it and just kind of go forward. And what I love about this book is it's dark as fuck. And I'm talking about just not necessarily the tone of the book, but the art is very dark, and it's, fantastic. We got Edwin in the house.
Hail,
peeps. Good to see you, brother. We got Dennis Kelly as well. Thank you for jumping in here. All right, let's jump into this. We're going to hit play. We're going to get this going. We're going to start with issue 1 here. Oh, yeah, I also had the variant cover. This is actually my favorite cover of issue 1.
Yeah, that's great.
It's one I use in the intro for this show. It's just fucking just kicks ass. By the way, the colors are fantastic as well.
Liquid, right?
This was by Liquid, or maybe it's before they were called Liquid. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the entire series was done by Liquid.
Yeah.
And much like we've talked about in the past with some of these books, this book had it all: the art, the inking, the character design, and then the colors. I think that's what made this book so fun. All together artistically, this book was just very fun to read. It was nostalgic to go back over again.
Yeah, I've been going over this for the past few years just on my faces, because he drew some really handsome dudes and beautiful women. So
I loved Aphrodite 9. Yeah, that was good too. But this series, for some reason, this series really got me.
Yeah.
I got back to what I'm working on, but I'll see you all on Twitter. Be back there next. Yeah. She's coming back. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. Can't wait. We got Wiley J Draws in the house as well.
Hell.
She got a big old head. You know what's funny about Finch is he did draw some big heads early in his career. He still has a tendency to draw some bigger heads. So I have a tendency to draw smaller head. It's just, whatever your eyes are. Yeah. Gyro said Liquid were so good. Dude, during this period in the 90s, I mean, Image had great colorists in general, but Liquid had to be one of the tops, right? I mean, when you think about it. Yeah. Because didn't Steigerwald also come from Liquid? Peter Steigerwald? No,
he's from Top Cow itself, so I'm sure he worked with them to some degree, and Eisenhoff as well. But like, is it Lichner and whatever the other dude's name? They were Liquid.
Truth.
Have you seen my John Maitland? Yeah. No, but there's also a bit to a Travis Charest stuff in some of this work as well.
Yeah, 100%. There's a few times that you can definitely see some Charest influence in this book. It's kind of cool to see Finch early on finding his style, because I mean it's still the Finch that we know, right? But now it's the blueprint. Yeah, he's so refined now, and matured in his art and everything. But coming out the gate, I mean, his stuff here just had energy. I loved his line work. I loved his composition. His lighting was great. It's
elegant.
It's some people might not like how dark some of the scenes are, like the heavy shadows, right? Like heavy shadows with everything. But for this book, it really casts the mood. Yeah. Like that face right there is excellent.
That hatchet,
the throwing of the shadows,
great. Yeah. Oh, I stole that trick, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I mean, these are the books I grew up looking at and just diving into. And we're gonna, once I see it, because there was an example I saw when I was recording this video, and when I see it, I'm gonna point it out. But there's specific areas that I can tell were Bat's rendering. Not saying that Finch didn't draw it. I'm sure he did draw it, and like the base was there, everything was there, but the cross-hatching style was all Bat. And I can tell that because I can see the stuff that he did on my book over my pencils.
Reaper Destroyer. Destroyer tier.
Back at today. Links in the comments below. But I can tell the work that he did over my pencils, and I can recognize it now after studying his style of rendering.
Yeah.
And specifically in faces, you're going to see. We got Sheldon Martin in the house as well. Steigerwald said he started out wanting to be a penciler, but started as a bookkeeper of some kind. I forgot. Then he started helping with colors, markers back then. Nice.
He actually got hired at Top Cow, and then the next day he got hired at Extreme. But he went to Top Cow first because he got hired first.
I guess I didn't remember him working at Extreme.
He didn't. He got hired.
He just got hired. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad he went to Top Cow. Like, he brought a lot, especially hooking up with Turner. Like that was a good decision when he hooked up with Turner. It was him and Turner going forward later on. In their runs, I think was great. This right here, let me pause this. You're going to notice a theme in the storytelling in David Finch's early work, that there are some scenes that are highly detailed backgrounds, and then you're going to see a lot of no backgrounds. And I love the combination because he'll always make sure where they're at with a good shot of the establishing shot of whatever place they might be, very detailed. And then he goes away from that because honestly, you don't really need that. Your imagination knows where they're at. So you don't need to continue drawing such details on every background possible. You gave us 2 good establishing shots in this page. Yeah. And now you can kind of go from it if you want to, And if you want to spend the time, go for it.
Yeah, do you? It's your book.
Yeah, I think you could see he was heavily influenced by Travis in certain ways early on. I mean, obviously,
I am. You are.
Dale or Dave brought it up that he was obviously very influenced by Silvestri as well, being there at Top Cow, but it doesn't mean that he didn't have other artists that were influences. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a close up on this big 3/4 face, and by the way, you're going to see a lot of 3/4 faces in this book. I think it was something that that Dave was very comfortable at drawing. And if you're comfortable at drawing something that's good, put your best work out there.
Yeah.
If your best angle is 3/4, make sure you're mixing it up, but put it out there. All right, I'm going to pause this, and you guys can't see me, moving the cursor around or anything. But if you look at like where the cheekbone is being defined here, the shape of the cheekbone is being hatched out and disappearing into the shadow of the side of the face. That is 100% bat, 100% Matt Bat Banning work on the hatching on this. Now, like I said before, I'm sure Dave drew all this and indicated where it's going to go. But if you're working with an inker, especially at this time, Bat was an experienced inker, and you probably put him on the young upstart superstar like David Finch to help make sure that the work looked the best it could on this debut. And they jammed together great. I mean, honestly, they jammed together fantastic as a combo. But I definitely see the work where Bat's got his own style of inking. If you study Bat's inks, he has his own style of cross hatching that he's going to do. So he'll take what you indicated there, but he's going to do it in his way, and it's going to look fantastic, and it's still going to look like your art. But I can definitely tell, like, that's just seasoned. I mean, that's just beautiful work.
I love the fade out. You see, like, how the black and the little stipples?
Oh, let me go back. Just.
But just above the scroll, like that technique.
Yeah.
I do my best to fucking copy it or do I love doing that shit. I just plop that all over my pages, but that is such a cool effect. And that's one of the best that's able to pull that off without just looking like fucking hatching, Yeah,
100%. And that's one of the reasons why I like working with veteran inkers is because they can kind of accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish, where you don't have to spend all the time as a penciler, sit there and do all those nice fine lines. If you do hatching, whether it's rough hatching or clean hatching out of it, an accomplished inker is going to go in there and make it look fantastic and crisp and clear, and that's exactly what Bat does throughout this entire series that he's working. Duck Bacon said backgrounds influenced definitely by Silvestri. So the Top Cow backgrounds, I think, and I don't know if it happened in this book or not, but I know a lot of assistants were throughout all the books. Interns were throughout all the books. They assisted on details and background and all that kind of stuff. So David may have drawn this entire thing, or he might have had a little help here or there. I don't know. I just know that Top Cow had a lot of people, especially on Silvestri books, that would do a lot of background work to get the books out. It doesn't mean that these guys can't draw it. It's just, it helps it out. If you're in a
all
studio
the
like that,
studios did it. They all
100%.
did it.
Marvel did it.
Todd did it. Yeah. So
yeah. I honestly wish we worked in a studio, because I definitely hire some background artists and stuff like that to bring some background detail.
Hell yeah, that shit is
so I didn't have to
tedious.
spend so much time. Yeah, so I didn't have to spend so much time drawing it.
We should just stick to the true 90s of just no backgrounds. Just picture.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see in pages like this where you don't really need a background. One, the colors do such a great job of bringing the page together.
Right.
And you've already established where they are. You don't need a bunch of backgrounds. You can save a little bit of time drawing, especially if you're on a monthly ish schedule like these guys are supposed to be. You save a lot of time. Fantastic posing. This entire this is great.
Fuck me!
This is great.
What a jerk shot!
Yeah, there you go.
Look at those wings. That's all. That's all Bat right there with the techniques. But that pose.
Thank you. Yep.
The hand with the neck. Oh, that's nothing but energy. Then the colors as the smoke effect in the background. That is. I had that poster. Yeah, I had that poster on my wall as a kid.
What a great color design too. I mean, you got a very pale, kind of grayish white character with red hair. I mean, that pops like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got Camel Moon in the house. Hell, bro.
Yeah, good to see
this
you.
art is so cool. 100%, man. And you're absolutely right. All that detail on there, that is Bat on those wings. Because that's an inker going in there doing some splatter. Look at that. Look at the grit and texture in there. The splatter, white and black splatter is thrown in there. Bring that all out. Beautiful work.
This is Ascension, Camel. It's David Finch from the later half of the 90s. 97?
Yeah, I was going to say
six or seven. Maybe 7. That was a great year for Top Cow. Like you had Darkness out, but Benitez was starting to take the reins from it.
Yeah.
You know, Turner was doing Witchblade. 9 Volt. 9 Volt was pretty cool. Top Cow had some great books.
I can't see.
They all
It's too dark here. Yeah, later 90s though.
Yeah.
Is when this came out. It's fucking brilliant though. Henry's in the house. It says nice textures on the feathers. Yeah, this is the thing, guys. Let me pause this here. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. This is the thing I loved about the 90s and the artist that kind of carries this style still, like beautiful. Nowadays, no offense to digital artists at all.
Fuck you.
This can be done digitally, right? There's
Copy
something
and paste.
there's something about digital splatter that is not as good as traditional splatter if you know what you're doing, right? If you're someone that knows how to do splatter correctly. Digital splatter, because I think just the effect sometimes can look too digitally. It doesn't, you don't have the random splats or throws of splat like you do when you're throwing ink regular. If you look at these wings here and you really get in there and study all the texture and detail into the splatters of that wing, it just really brings
and
it
they're
out.
not all complete. If you look at them, they're textured out, so it does form a feather like, and the color again just balance out. It brings it all on home.
Yeah, man. Fat Samurai, I agree. Bat during this time.
Yeah.
Hey, I just won.
Who? Oh, shock!
Looks like I just won the CGF championship.
Ooh.
Yeah, wait, I'm champ, baby. Okay,
wait, did I walk out with them? And what color was my shirt? They gotta change that gold ass shirt. I don't like it.
Oh, I'll have to look. I'll have to watch. I had the match just going in the background. I just wanted to see if I was going to win or not. I am the champ, everyone.
Look at you.
Thank you. Look at me. Look at me. I can get my belt.
He is the cunt master.
I am the clit commander.
I am the clit commander.
If you just joined us, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. There is a simulated wrestling match going on right now between me and Mark Polton, and it looks like my avatar just won the championship. So I will take that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hold on a second. Let me pause this before I celebrate. Joe just beat down Mark. Yes. Got that echo going again. You hear that, Sean? Thank you guys. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate it. Mark is he's still on my book. I'll still keep him on my book. You know, I still need a good editor and writer. So, but just I had to take the championship away from him. That's it. You
know, sometimes you got to put the top down for a bit. You know,
sometimes
you may be the fulfillment king and you may be my best friend, but sometimes you got to be put in your place.
That's right. So you just got to do what you got to do. Let me
I'm going hungry. Sorry.
Let's see. Sorry.
Anyway, this is a great shot. Look at the hatching and the muscles and then the vein.
This is Jerk Shot City.
Let
me try that again. Let me try that again. Jerk. That's hard to say. That means
this is Jerk Fest 2023.
This is Jerk Shot City in this series.
Yeah.
And that's what was awesome about this series. I mean, they knew what the audience was looking for. They wanted big, badass pages, panels that had the detail like this. And they gave it to us every single issue. There's that wings again, man. Look at that.
That is phenomenal.
And not only does that just give some good texture to the wings, but just gives energy to a 2D picture of just wings sitting there, you know, drawn very well. But it makes it feel like there's this energy to the wings.
Yeah.
Jaro said that is all Kyo and Pitt.
Oh, the hand? Yeah.
Oh, the hand. Okay, I was trying to figure out, like, are we talking about the splatters? Yeah. I would say so. I mean, highly influenced. This
one sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the only. I don't think this is Finch.
Yeah.
And if it is, it was a really rushed, loosely laid out page. There's no other artists, because I even check here to see if there's like a credited, like, you know, assist or anything. I didn't see anybody, so like I honestly don't think that was Finch, which is why I just kind of skipped over it.
There you go.
Yeah, Chris Maycock in the house. I said, yeah, this is good. Hell yeah.
Hey, line.
Didn't know you liked redheads. Very brave of you. You know what's up, buddy.
Fire demons need love as well.
Henry said it almost looks like powder on the wings. The texture, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the old 90s splatter. I mean, it's just some people might not like it. I absolutely dig it. I think it gives an awesome texture to anything you apply it properly, right? Because
somebody who does it really well these days, consistently, is Adelso Corona.
Oh,
if nobody has seen his work, you are missing out. Look up ADELSO and then Corona on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. He's a beast. He's a inking god, and he's a phenomenal illustrator, and he's a good friend. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. Doesn't look like him at all. But I was wondering if they're going to credit somebody. I didn't see anybody credited for it.
Don't forget about them.
Don't forget hashtag. Don't forget about them. I was like, let me pause this. This is awesome page layout. But Duck Bacon said Lamas and Soid credited for ink assist. Nice.
Oh, Victor. Yeah.
Making a comic isn't hard. Making a comic to the standards you want is hard. Discuss. That's true.
That's a fact.
I mean, yeah. Look, anybody can make a comic, right? I mean, you see a lot of the digital artists doing their thing these days. But
what are you talking about?
AI artists.
You want to start shit?
AI. Sorry, the AI.
All right. Nice save.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. It doesn't mean that it's good. Here we go. 90s, a little bit of a panty under the skirt craze going on. I mean, come on, it's 90s, baby. Love it. Gotta love it. Can't do that nowadays.
What if she's just open?
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. Right?
Yeah. That's where my mind's going.
Oh, I like that.
God, I need to get laid.
I like that. Yeah, but I love this spread on just again panel work. You got the jerk shot there right in the middle.
And the background, if you look, it's just a linear version of the trees and all that. So it's not blocked out or detailed out, but it's still there. It's all the information you need. And again, the color saves it.
Right. I was just going to say the colors can get in there and really bring it all together. And that's, I mean, colorists are always so important for that. But, honestly, artists out there learning the tricks and trades to doing backgrounds, there's a lot of people out there complaining about no backgrounds or, if you spend too much time on backgrounds, you don't have to spend so much time on the backgrounds. You can do stuff that looks good. And all you got to do is study these comics, study some of the greats.
Just watch us and listen to what we say. And then
study the greats and see how they do backgrounds. There are some times when they need to, and they do fantastic, detailed, beautiful looking backgrounds. And then there are other times when you have stuff like you saw in that spread before where, the colorist is picking up the heavy lifting, but it looks great. And it allows the foreground to really stand out and pop. And you don't clutter things up so much with the background,
Cool shot.
Sylvester or Finch? And what?
Over Finch, he said.
Oh, over. I thought you said or. Jeez, damn dyslexia.
Have you seen my John Malin?
Yes. Sylvester over everybody.
Yeah. Is that classic Jim Lee?
Yeah, great pose there. Yeah, that is an absolute classic. Like Wolverine shot right there,
Yeah.
Like everybody was kind of copying that kind of swing, that kind of punch. I like the use of the big sound effect too with the slash. It's just kind of perfectly thrown in between the two characters. The red really pops out.
And it's kind of 3D in a sense. It looks like it's curving at you the way they had it kind of swooshing.
It doesn't cover up anything that needs to be seen. No. The detail that is covered up is you don't miss it, so your eye isn't really thrown off by it.
Some badass wings too, the demon wings.
Oh yeah, character design in this book. We'll have to cover it here because I kind of forgot to, but you're going to see the more and more characters here. Like the detail in the character design is great. This is back in the era where they were drawing like every thread, of clothing and just everything beautiful. I miss it. I miss it so much, which is why I love going over this shit with you guys. This is a perfect, you want to do a fight scene and you want to get through a fight scene, quickly, but entertaining. You throw a bunch of panels like this in there, a hand flying here, head flying here, blood going here. You don't have to pull out and show like this giant scene of him fighting like three or five guys. You know, you can actually pull in close, make it more intimate, make it a little bit claustrophobic, a little bit hectic, and a little bit faster paced.
That's great, John. I'm really glad you brought it up. But Rick's got a great brought something up as well. Sign up for Type 1 on Indiegogo right now. Get on that mailing list. You don't want to miss out. Don't forget about Sean. Hashtag.
Yes, hashtag don't forget about Sean. Type 1 right there. Everybody go check it out.
And we're gonna be making shirts soon.
Very Ripclaw. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I got to update everybody on the shirts on my end as well. I kind of hit a little bit of a snag, so we're trying to figure that out a little bit. My list changes order. my list still changes order. Sometimes Silvestri is at number 1, sometimes Finch. Usually MLT though. Yeah, I mean I can't argue with that at all. It was a great name. Silvestri is probably always my number 1 now. Back in the day, it was back and forth between a bunch of different guys as well. But Michael Turner was definitely up there. Finch, obviously, at the time. Silvestri, Lee,
Benitez,
yeah. Booth, like all these guys. Let me back. So here's what I was talking about with the background. This is a time where you went in and did a very nice background, just setting, like everything. Like this was very detailed and done. And going forward, now you don't have to show all that detail if you don't want to, because we already had a visual setting of where we are. Now we can kind of move on through there.
It was either the preview book or a half or zero. He did the backgrounds, and this thing so elegantly drawn. It was so detailed and noodled out. It was awesome. If anybody gets a chance, pick up that. I think it's the preview book and a zero.
From Zero, yeah. Finch from the get-go was always really good at drawing elegant stuff. I mean, most of the guys in Top Cow were, honestly, like, if you look at just the architecture that they put into their buildings or their rooms, or
they looked at reference like
100%. They were looking at like for this, probably some Greek Roman references for some of the stuff, with the angel hideout, I guess. This maybe not so much that face, but there is a face coming up with this character that is very charade, like so close. I mean, you'll see when we get to it. I can't remember what issue it's on.
Their O face.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you. Hit that like button if you haven't yet, please. We've got 29 people watching. It's going up and down, but make sure if you're in here, just take a quick second, hit that like button.
Get past these. That's not him.
Yeah, that's again, fill in artists and stuff. That
was like an assistant's birthday.
Yeah, they're like, I'm just like, okay, we're moving on.
Well, yeah.
Back to the good stuff. It's like, I need a little help. Do these 2 pages for me. Who are you? It doesn't matter. Come here.
It doesn't matter.
Henry said Image Comics spawned a lot of great pencilers and inkers, pun intended. Yeah, and colorists. Yeah. I mean, they did a fantastic job of bringing new talent into the scene and revolutionizing how
they all upped their game. Like at first, it was clearly Extreme Studios that was just kicking ass. And then, Wildstorm had some good dudes as well, but like Top Cow fucking took the cake of it all as far as colors,
100%. They had some of the best looking books on the shelf at the time. And this era right here, when you had the Darkness, you had Ascension, you had Witchblade. Yeah, they had some of the best looking stuff. We got MB Bonner in the house. Ahoy, Joe and Sean. Ahoy, brother. Good to see you. And I agree with Rob. Those pages were terrible.
Shit.
But gotta get a book out, I guess.
Yeah.
Fat Samurai said I love Silvestri, but Finch is a close number 2. Brett or Booth, both are legends and produce great stuff. I agree. Again, the colors that Liquid would use just all popped. Whether it was green, red, didn't matter. Like they just popped so nicely.
Lines are intricate as hell.
Yeah, here we go.
Little stipples.
Look at that for a second. Boom. What I love about this is somebody could complain that, the perspective isn't 100% right.
Of course they're going to complain.
And this is what I go back to and say, like, who cares? It looks good. It looks fantastic. Another reason why, like, do your best to make sure it looks correct, but don't get so hung up on making sure the perspectives are perfect. In my opinion,
Rob asks, "Where is Liquid now?" They're in the video game industry. If you look at what Joe Mad does with his stuff, he colors a lot of their stuff, and they've just gotten into mostly the video game, maybe animation as well. But last I heard, they've been doing the video game stuff. So.
Got Past Master Dan in the house. Hey, brother.
Good to see you.
Love this. Nice.
The fire's alive.
The fire's badass. Look at that. Again, colors just. Yeah, the rule of cool.
Yeah.
1000%. That's what Sean and I live by. The rule of cool. As long as it looks cool, baby. Yeah. As long as it looks cool. Yeah, the fire, obviously, but the colors just make this book pop in so many ways. And the black and white looks great too. Like there's a bunch of these pages on Google, if you Google them, that you can find just the black and white versions of them, and they look great. I would love to have a black and white book of the first, I don't know how many issues, but just something in the collection. But the colors in this book are just almost as good as everything else. It just adds to a very good book, just all around. It makes it a very good, memorable book. Dennis said, Joe and Sean, if you ever get a chance, check out some of Dave's paintings. They are sick. He does do some awesome paintings.
Yeah, they're wild. Yep. They're really cool.
He's a talented dude.
Yeah, he's my favorite inker over himself currently, modern day. Like anybody else that
currently,
that synced them, it's like, no disrespect, but like he just brings the raw energy with what he's doing, and he's so fast with it too. So, really great techniques in rendering.
Yeah, but sometimes when artists evolve to that point, when they just sometimes look better inking themselves than anybody else.
Full illustrator, so that's cool.
Yeah. Although I do have to say, like, I really enjoyed this combo of Bat and Finch back in the day.
Oh yeah, this is
even though Finch wasn't quite refined as he is now. Like Bat in this era, you put him on anybody, and they were looking great.
Yeah.
He was just a great finisher, polisher, whatever you want to say. Like, he just brought the pencils to the point where they needed to be. Look at that. Some great detail, good imagination. I wonder what kind of references they were looking at for stuff like that, where things are just like virtually right on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? Just claustrophobic, like right on top of each other. Design-wise,
maybe it was just like a mashup. Take a little bit of this, take a little bit of that, and just kind of conform it.
Yeah, man, look at those reds, so rich,
so painterly.
Yeah, it doesn't even do it justice, to be honest with you. Like in person, these colors are even better than on this video because I got a light source going the best I can when I was recording these. So
look at that shot.
Pages, oh man, that's great.
Yeah,
that is fantastic. I like too. I mean, you see how you go under the arch there, and you don't have to do crazy details. He's just got some indicating lines that there's stuff back there. But the colors can kind of just fade everything back. Color hold, whatever you want to call it, just kind of fades it back. Your attention is brought to these beautifully drawn arches. I mean, look at the detail on the pillars. Like, there's so much different detail going on there for a small panel compared to like the splash page you just did behind it.
This is the part of the show where we become the crocodile hunter. Oh, look at the elegance.
Yeah. This is the part of the show where we get lost a little bit in what we love about comics.
We're not even stoned. We're just like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, not yet. I should smoke. Dennis said, looks like Turkey or Germany and France design smashed together.
Nice.
Like, that very well could be. I mean, honestly, I should start looking at more stuff like that, kind of architecture stuff like that to kind of put together a mesh.
Cool down shots. Not a lot of people can pull off the down shot angle. It's fucking pretty tough.
It's hard.
I can, but I don't know about anybody else.
Drawing is not easy.
Yeah.
Dynamically drawing, I guess you could say, is not easy whatsoever.
And as Rob Liefeld says, drawing can be a bitch. He's not.
It can be 100%. There's so many times, where I've sat at the table and just agonize, just fought over a page,
Getting this bitch done.
Yeah.
And if I get like too like, then I'm gonna fucking phone it in. Then I don't want to do that much.
Right. And then sometimes it comes out easier. It's just, I guess it's drawing's a bitch. I love it, but it's a bitch. Adam Miller, hail brother, says, hail Sean and the new CGWF champion. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be your champion. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to reign with an iron fist. We'll see how long I hold the title for. Lifehill says that because he can't draw. Oh, Rob.
Oh, Rob.
I'm going to have to ban you from the chat, Rob. And on your birthday.
Oh,
sad.
God
sad.
damn it.
Very sad. Page layout dynamics. There is so much stuff going on in this double page spread. And you've got the jerk shot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
And he's hitting the beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain it. Explain it to the people.
Beats, like beats of a page, like pacing it, but hitting the mark properly, like giving you what you need in impactful moments.
Yep.
And you see those, they can, for the most part, they all can be what the middle image is, or a splash page, but
yeah,
they're all well done.
Jabro said you can really see the influence of Finch on the Kozar and the Martin Brothers going through this book. 100%. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up because I did want to mention that and I'd forgot about it till this point. So good call. Good call.
Out of his ass. No, but the Martin Bros are fucking dangerous. Those guys are dangerous.
And this does remind me a lot. Like, those guys insanely stupid talented.
If we could just go to them real quick. Like when I first found Clayton's YouTube channel years ago, it's like how to draw comics. I'm like, this guy's a comic book artist. I went everywhere on the internet looking for him. I couldn't find shit. I was so pissed off. I felt robbed that he didn't have more art out. But I appreciate him because out of all the guys who are like, this is how to draw, he's the only one that has fucking common sense and like definitely up my game. Studying him, buying his tutorials and his classes. Like, get Clayton if you're an upcoming illustrator or if you want to up your game. Definitely purchase some of Clayton's classes because they are fucking really insightful.
There's even some free stuff on the channel you can find.
But do that. Yeah, the free shit too. But support our guy. Vegemite ain't cheap. I don't think he's a diabetic, so I can't say insulin.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I want to say this down shot here of the city.
Yeah.
Great camera angle, imagination, put that all together. Another panty shot there on the right. Love it. 90s. 90s.
Want to touch the hiney.
Gotta dig it. I think we need more upskirt shots in comics these days. Yeah. That was something that went to the wayside. Can't do it in the mainstream books, but we can do them here in independent books. Let's do it. Let's bring that back.
All right. Challenge accepted. I loved it. I love his hair. That's so lively, so flowing, so gestural. It's fucking beautiful hair. Again, more stuff I'm taking his tricks from with working on my own thing. Type 1. Don't forget about Sean.
The thing that got me about this page is so simple. It's like I love the pants, just the way the pants are drawn. Like, just I look at that, and I'm like, it's so simple, but it looks so badass.
Yeah,
very well just rendered out with just the
smart,
flow of it all.
Thin hatches or strokes.
Panty shot and Reaper Destroyer. I might have to figure one out. I got a kind of a I got a kind of a booty shot going on that's similar to that. The character doesn't have a skirt on; she just has a thong, so it's a little bit of a but it works. It works. Here we go. Here's a page that is very lacking a background, but it just works. I love when you can take two characters like you see in the middle of the left page and just put them in a blank plane, right? In their own atmosphere and not show any background, and you don't miss the background because it's just so well done. Even the colors come in and throw the shadow down there. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can have some fantastic pages of backgrounds, and then you can have stuff like this, but it all flows good and it works, and it's just. And then you go into this, boom! Look at all the background. Look at the detail background. It's just the
Chernobyl.
feel of the page, you know? It's what you're feeling the page needs to be.
It's organized chaos.
I love that.
I'm very smart.
And here again, let me just
That's the O face here. Oh.
Okay. This kind of shows. There we go. I like with this first panel, you've got so much stuff in the foreground. You got is that Andromeda? I can't remember what that character's name is. Flying in the midground, and then the background is just a couple lines showing some depth, and the colorist comes in and colors it up and then puts depth even behind that. But you're sinking the picture farther and farther back, and it really shows that depth. You don't have to be so crazy detailed. You can just throw a couple lines like that, just indicating that there's damage, there's rubble, there's something back there, without having to draw all that detail and really clutter it up. It really opens it up and gives you focus that you are really stuck inside. The camera is put inside this mess, and you're just seeing out.
Yeah.
Like, it's so well done, technique wise, leading the eye. Yeah, Pastor Master Dan, absolutely. Fat Samurai.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink with that one.
Pants seem kind of Portaccio in style. Probably. I mean, Portaccio was a heavy influence on a lot of people. His peers at the time took a lot from him. Lee Silvestri, Liefeld, all those guys, McFarlane, took a lot from Portaccio. And I'm sure that a lot of the young artists coming up did as well. Yeah, totally cinematic, Duck Bacon. Yeah, absolutely. It's important if you can do it, and you can't do it all the time, just depending on you can invent interesting ways to put the camera in places. But if you have the opportunity to really move the camera around and experiment, that's one of the things that Greg Capullo is so good at. He's one of the best, I think, in the industry at putting the camera in interesting spots.
Yeah.
It's like a director that can do that too. They can move the camera and just give you those interesting shots. It makes watching the movie a little bit more enjoyable. It's the same thing with drawing comics. Like, it can really make the page, the reading, more enjoyable with the camera angles that you can do. This is one of the few times that you don't see a lot of splatter on the wings. There's a little there, but the wings are really pulled back in the texture on that one. Here we go. This is the Charest face. Like, this reminded me a lot of early Charest. Yeah,
I can see that.
Just the way it was drawn. Like, I looked at that. I was like, that to me reminds me of like a early Travis Charest. Say that 10 times fast. Face.
Travis Charest.
Yeah, see, can't do it. I love absolutely the straight black suit, no detail, just silhouetted out.
Yep.
If you can pull that off, sometimes that just makes it just pops, man. It just looks cool. Cool factor. That's all you need. You got 6 a.m. Comics in the house. You've got a blue shirt, Sean.
Thank
the
God.
gold was a tag team attire. Congrats to the new CGWF champion. Thank you, brother. It was a hard-fought match. It kicked some ass.
The blue really accentuate my digital virtual eyes.
Yeah. Gotta have the blue.
Yeah.
What do you think it was? Yellow?
What?
The shirt.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was. This character.
About Sean's shirt.
Hashtag don't forget about Sean's shirt. This character was absolutely sick. The character design was great. The details. I mean, look at the details in the fucking guts here. Like, let's just, and this is the cover. Let's just pause here for a second and look at the details of this character's guts on this cover. Imagine having to draw that like fucking panel after panel.
Yeah.
You'll actually see a couple times going forward in this issue where he pulls back and it's just like a bunch of lines. It's not all the intestines and shit that you see, but it's just very well done, very cool. In the 90s, picking up a cover like this, going to your store and seeing this sitting on the shelf. I mean, this is what made comic books so fun. Interesting
panel way of doing the Z.
Yeah.
See the tiny, it's like over, it's over. Just I find it really interesting.
I feel like, I mean, you can see obviously where the script went, where the letters went. And it seemed like it was very intentional trying to leave all that negative space there in the top right corner of that page.
Right.
And that really obviously helps the Z pattern. but it is when you think about it. Like it's not normally where you would think that you would kind of start the pullback,
Mm-hmm.
To lead the eye, but it works. Again, I think it just works because it's an interesting panel layout. Yeah, when you first look at it, your eye probably recognizes right off the bat that there's a lot of negative space there, but it's cool, right? It just looks awesome. The
And there's so much
storytelling is
work done
fun.
with the colorist in the panels themselves that it makes that much more of the panels pop out.
Yeah. Yeah, liquid was officially liquid at this point. I see now. I wasn't paying attention before, but I think in the first couple of issues, there's the panty shot again.
There we go.
There we go. Come on now, Mr. Finch.
The goose is loose.
Giving the audience what they wanted back then.
Doing the Lord's work.
Doing the Lord's work.
Mm-hmm.
I love the small figure work too with these whatever the I don't know if they're security guards or what. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Like shaped out, but like with a bunch of detail. Not a lot like rendering, trying to bring muscle into it. It's really just kind of giving the shape to the clothes. That looks like a Frankenstein face, like yeah. And here we go again. You got the jerk shot going on, and kind of what Sean brought up a while back. Like any one of these poses probably could have been used for the bigger shot, and you go on feel. You put the page together based on what you think the scene, what shot would be the best for the scene, being the big panel when you're putting together an anchor panel or a jerk shot or something like that, and then crafting the rest of the page around it.
Now I got a question.
Yeah.
What do you feel is the best way for doing a page like this, where it is a 2-page splash page, but it's essentially one page? Having it opening up to that way or the other way?
Oh, I like them both.
Okay, so it doesn't really make.
To me, I would just do it on a feel.
Right.
When you sit down and you're thinking about the page in your mind and it's coming together in your head, I think at that point you establish the layout. Is it going to be just a regular spread, or is it going to be, turn it vertical kind of way? That's just the way I would do it.
Like which direction is best in your opinion?
For turning?
Yeah.
To the right?
Well, he did.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Just a natural right. Yeah, I would do a natural right turn. Not so much that, but that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does. Just wondering.
Panty shots. God bless Finch. Just a great dude. 100%.
That almost cured my diabetes.
Duck Bacon said, negative space is a great tool when used purposefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go. Panel layout. Look at that. Just it gives. So the school of cool, just the panel layouts back in the day, daring to do something off-centered, putting a panel behind a panel as it's falling down the page instead of trying to do a traditional grid or just kind of more of a solid grid, doing something a little bit like this, I thought made the pages way more interesting than anything else. And a scene like this was just thrown in because they're like, we want to have a double page spread.
Sure.
We want to have a big splashy page so we can show all the detail and just, obviously you can resell the original art. I'm sure it went for good, but
money.
Absolutely. But it looks good in comics. I don't care if these guys were doing all these double pages because they could make more money on the aftermarket selling their original art. We benefited as readers for the art being in books like this. Give me a book with a bunch of double page spreads, splash pages, big panels, all over the place. As long as it looks cool, I will buy the hell out of it. Crazy details again. Like the dude could draw some fucking backgrounds. This fat dude's face down here reminds me of a little like McFarlane-ish. Not so much with the rendering, but just the fat hands and the fucking.
That's a McFarlane fatty.
Henry saying never spin the book 90 degrees. Interesting. Interesting. I like it.
Hmm.
It gives more room if you want to draw really, really big, depending on what you're doing. Because the big flipped, you have a lot of space right there to draw big up and down. The 2 double pages this way, you still have a lot of space there, but the height is very limited. This is more cinematic if you're going to do a double page spread. Yeah, Barry Todd says Fat Samurai, 100%.
And that could just be one board within itself.
Yeah, honestly, it could. And you could just blow it up to a double page spread because that all fits. So my camera or my light was starting to really interfere with some of these pages. I don't know if the texture of the pages changed or not, but I really dig people that can put together scenes like this where you're just meshing a bunch of images together as you're telling a story.
Random shit.
Yeah, but it just, I mean, it flows good. There's a lot of good flow to the layout, but nothing is paneled out. Everything is just kind of, I love it. I love doing stuff like this. When you know how to do it and you do it well. The cover for Reaper Destroyer, the wraparound cover, is kind of a similar idea I had, or just have a bunch of different characters in their own environment, but they're just kind of all thrown onto the cover. Jay says, "Is it me or does that chick look like Margaret? Margaret? Is it Margot? Margot Robbie. Yeah, maybe a little.
I can see that.
Yeah, I could see. Look at it again. I could see it. Oh, look at that fantasy fucking trees and shit.
Stop reading my mind. Yeah,
sorry,
no, it's all. Ooh, no,
right here, right here.
Unagi. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see just taken into this environment here. Obviously, naked chicks are great, but just the switch in tone, you got much more of like this Garden of Eden kind of fantasy, but still kind of creepy. Fucking trees from Wizard of Oz are about to throw an apple at your face or some shit like that.
Titties.
Yeah. Well placed strand of hair there. Yeah. Got Jacob in the house. Agent Cub says, "Hey, where's Kayla? She'll be back Tuesday."
Yeah,
she will be here on Tuesday.
Cannot wait.
He does do some cool trees. He's got some really awesome texture in trees, Henry. I agree. Ugh, that's it. Ugh. This is like pretty much a rape scene. You
can't say that on YouTube, Joe.
Can't say grape. It was a grape scene. Sorry,
it's
gonna take down now.
But,
damn it! All right. Oh well. Sorry, guys. But it absolutely it makes sense for the story. He's basically seducing this chick. This demon's seducing this chick to do the dirty and stuff. You can't do that today, though. My point is, they would not do a scene like this in a book today, especially not with the hero female character.
Well, maybe they would. Feminism, right?
No, I mean that would be my argument.
Yeah. Really nice hatching with the muscles there. That is fucking tight as shit.
Yeah. Again, the lighting is fantastic. This scene is great too. Like the way it's drawn, it just gives you the creepy vibes. This kiss, but that head is so sickly drawn. We got Opinion Nerded in the house. He says,
Sup?
Apple graphite grape. Yes. Yeah. You know what's up.
Cool gesture.
Octagon in the house in a CG book. Yeah. True. If you can't just seduce a chick and bang her, what's the point of even being a demon? That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying.
That is a great point, Gyro. That changed my mind completely. Let's go. Here we go. This is why I say, I will disagree. The 90-degree turn. If this is 90 degree, I'm sorry. I don't really know my degrees. I'm just going. Whatever it is good. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. It's just old school. Yeah. Look at that detail.
It's more bang for my buck.
Yeah. Yeah. The color liquid just made those eyes absolutely fucking pop and shine. There you go. There's
Looks
the
like he's
gut,
holding his
tail.
guts.
Yeah, it almost does. It looking at holding his guts in. The silhouetted hand at the bottom there, just everything falls into that shadow. It just, gorgeous work.
Yeah.
A luxurious mindset in the house. Hail.
What's up?
It's up to you. Thank you for being here. Just looking at David Finch's run on Ascension here. I lost track of what issue. Is this 4?
4.
Yeah. So we're looking at all 5 issues. Issue 0 as well.
Why didn't you do 0 first?
I just didn't think about it. I just started with issue 1, you know. Because technically issue 0 would have come out after. Like, I don't think 0 came out first. I might be mistaken, but usually 0 issues didn't come out first. Gyro says, "My God, I forgot how good these were." Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. Like when you really get back into these issues of the '90s, and you look at guys like, you know, obviously Silvestri and all them, but you look like Bat and Finch and Booth, and you know even Benitez, which we haven't looked at a lot of Benitez here on this channel, but these guys just produce such fantastic work, and just absolutely kills anything that's on the shelf today in your LCSs. Oh no, I mean, it's not even funny, you know, of how much this just stomps today's art on the LCSs.
Cool design in the costume.
Yeah. I like too, like how she's under this mind control now. You do the change of the skin color. Mm-hmm. The blonde hair really pops with this kind of like grayish blue tone that they have with her now. It just looks badass.
Some of the faces look squished, like in that previous panel page.
Let me go back. Let's go back. Because Finch has even said that, you know, like his faces were something he struggled with. I mean, faces are a bitch to draw. Again, drawing comics are a bitch, all right? Everybody. You have to do it again and again and again and make mistakes all the time. I point them out. Look specifically. Which faces specifically?
Fucking Noah.
Where's he at?
Talking shit.
Oh shit. A young guy calling an old guy old. How old is David Finch? He's not that old, is he?
50s.
What?
50s? Dude, we're 41.
Fuck yeah, we are 41, aren't we? Yeah. Shit. Damn, I forget sometimes.
I feel it when I wake up. But
good point.
I'm like, no, it was just 20 years ago. Fuck.
Hail, Luke, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, that's a good point. Every time I forget that I'm 40, like everybody else ages the same.
Yeah.
I guess that would be correct. He probably is, you know? Fucking.
Well, next September, I'm officially going to be a 42-year-old virgin. Now, CG. I don't know if I should be excited or fucking more depressed.
So that wing looked like a wang. I like it. Henry said, "No worries. The double page spreads of the 90s degrees are good as well. A double page spread with the pages side by side. I just like what I like better." Yeah, 100%.
What wasn't beaten?
100%. It's subjective, you know. Everybody likes different things in comics, you know. That's what makes comics great, you know. I think there's a lot of things for everybody.
That's a great technique.
What? Let me go back. I'm just rambling here. Let me go back.
No, you're educating. The bottom tube on the left, that shine.
Oh, the sheen. Yeah.
I need to bookmark that and fucking put that in the arsenal.
You don't see them really lean into the shine a lot these days. Like there's something that they kind of did a lot, and almost to a point where they used to make fun of the 90s shine, you know. But
who's making fun of it? These fucking
idiots. You know,
these Cal art cunts. I don't care.
Yeah, those fuckers.
They're like, look, I do Squirrel Girl. It's like, all right, she got downs.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, this was Finch's first full-on creator-owned book that he did right out of the gate. I mean, think about this. He did some work on Cyberforce, probably some backup stories here or there, you know, just came up like a lot of the young artists did in Top Cow, and then boom, right on his own book. I mean, think about that. That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
And the jump from those to here, because the Cyber Force annual, he did great stuff. Those more blocky shadows, if you will, and his stuff was more wider, like his figure work. Here, you could see the gestures of like more of like the Silvestri influence.
And I'll
Or
say
learning,
this
or the learning of Silvestri from being the tutorage of in the studio and surrounded by like Brandon Peterson and they left homage by this time, I believe. But yeah, sure.
This was straight up, top cow. But and now bring it up now. When I was talking to Bat, I was having a conversation about David Finch and Ascension, just picking his brain, having him tell me stories of the old days,
Yeah.
And he said when it came to Ascension specifically, that during this time Finch was trying his hardest to draw like Silvestri, not be Silvestri. He loved Silvestri, but he wanted to render like Silvestri rendered. Like you saw a master of his craft rendering in certain ways, shadows, all that kind of stuff. And Finch was desperately trying to accomplish that at this time. And that's why I say, if you look at this book, there's a lot of heavy lifting. I say that with all respect, by Bat with the inks of helping this come out a little bit more Silvestri-ish. Like, so when you go to an inker like Bat, that is an accomplished inker and knows how to crosshatch and render and all that kind of stuff, and you say like, hey, I'm trying to go for this effect and I'm going to draw it. I'm going to draw the effect as it goes. It's a little bit loose. He's going to come in with a more firm knowledge of being able to do it and bring it out better. Bring it out the way that you want to see it brought out in the final stages. And early on in Finch's career, that's what Bat was doing. And it didn't last long, but like early on, certain techniques, certain renderings out of shadows, certain cross-hatching patterns were really heavy lifted by Bat.
And this stuff influenced Splat.
Oh, 100%.
Because he had in his office, he had Finch all over the wall and Bastard as well. The manga. I don't know.
Manga, it's all M's and A's.
Yeah, we can. But
here we go. Again. I can pause this here. So, go ahead and finish your thought before we.
No, I was just gonna say like somebody like Splat, who came out on the gate like just so raw and in your face and powerful with his art style. He refined himself because of this. And I think that kind of fucked with Splat a bit, because if you looked at a certain era of like after like Prophet, maybe realistically like 1-ish from volume 2. 2 was good. He just kind of
went to was great in volume 2. That was it dropped off after that.
Yeah.
funny guy.
Yeah, but I love Finch now, more because his gesture drawing in like Foundation is Kosada, but like good Kosada, not that boring stale
That's a good
type
point.
Of.
I hadn't really thought about that till right reference.
Now. Oh yeah, he's mentioned it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Again, love this page. Don't need the backgrounds on the big shots. The colors fill it in perfectly. The beats, like Sean said, are there. They just take you through the page. It's just boom, boom, boom. And this is gorgeous. Gorgeous work. Henry said Platt's details were insane. Platt was great at details.
Yeah.
He switched up his style a little bit more Finch going forward, but he had some details that were absolutely mind-boggling, especially if you see the Soul Saga. Words in Soul Saga was
that was him trying to be Finch and Mad.
Yeah. This to me,
I don't think that's him. It looks more like more of a Silvestri-ish person.
I think. Oh fuck! Where is it at? This reminded me of the cover of Cyber Force. Was it 20? 21 with Cyblade is riding 13? That dragon. Was it 13?
12? It's in the early teens. Yeah, that's a great cover. No, you're right. It does look like that. You know what? The person probably used it for reference, which is not a problem.
Yeah, I can't tell now you bring it up. Again, if you had any assistance on here, some of the guys in the early books I saw bring in do a pager here, you could definitely tell it wasn't Finch. But a first page of a book, that's got to be. Oh man, look at that face.
Oh, we got Unhinged in the house. We love you too.
Oh, I love you, brother. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Hell yeah.
Nipples look good.
It's kind of cold.
Got Luke in the house as well. Hail. Good to see you, brother.
Holla, holla, holla.
I love the face though. I love it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
She's so well drawn. You know, I don't even care that she's got the ugly part of that face. I would just say I would still fucking hit that shit.
Yeah.
Just based on half that face right there. As long as she's got half of those lips, I'm good.
It'd be better if she had no teeth.
Roll. Oh yeah, even better. Even better.
You just kind of never mind.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. It says smash that like. Please do. If you are watching this and you are in here and you haven't yet, please go to the like button and just hit that for us one time. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't either. It's very easy, very fast, very simple. We appreciate you.
Oh also, shit, Joe, you got backer 967. Awesome.
Oh shit. Finally have some money. Backer 967. Great stream. Well, thank you, Fat Samurai. Appreciate you. We are very close to adding that supplemental book to the campaign. Just waiting on colorists. Waiting on colorists to give me some pages so I can properly promote it. But thank you. Check that out at the end of the stream and refresh for that. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Look at this page. Look at this. Is that not a Charade face? Does that not remind you of like a Travis Charade face? Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good.
And it's cool. You see like the shadow of the bricks and the composite. Like, that's another cool technique. You don't got to put it all there.
It's interesting, right? Because you're blending these different scenes together as you're ending this book, which is a great ending, right? You got the moon up there in its own kind of atmosphere. You got these other characters' heads just kind of in their own atmosphere, right? In their own scene.
And then he's isolated in that.
Right. She's standing on this pile, and he's isolated down here, like I said, the outline of the bricks and the shadow. And it's not blacked out. No. It's actually just allowed for the colors to go in there. Beautifully done.
Great upshot on that face onto the top left.
Hard, and that all these shots right here are hard. The chick's face, that dude's face. Well, maybe not the rest of them, but the first two faces. Yeah, the up shots are a little bit hard to do and make look good. It's easy to fuck those kind of faces up. Sheldon said, "Babe, your demonic burnt face is scratching me." Yeah, that's true.
I'll still take.
I wouldn't. Complain,
I'll still give it.
Yeah. Don't lie, Sean. Come on now. Somebody's taking something.
Every 7th Tuesday in February.
Jaro said the whole layout is very Charest. Yep.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. The composites on this page is great, said Barbarian. 1000%. By the way, guys, we're going to be doing a member draw at the end of the stream where one of the 22 members of this channel are going to win one of these. I know people have been gifted memberships, so I wanted to get this out. By the way, I'm going to draw something out here, so it's not just a blank page, blank comic. But if you want to be entered in for that, all you have to do is become a member. Doesn't matter if you're a member for a minute or a day, you'd be entered in the draw. So you could subscribe right now, and if you win, unmember. Yeah, sure. You could do that. Yep. Oh, look at that. Let me pause that. Look at those reds. Just pop out. Man, that's a beautiful looking page. I love rich red colors. When you can just, I don't know what.
And I like poor blue and middle class green.
That's just beautiful though. Beautiful. There's that nice splattered grit on those wings.
Yeah.
Very chopped up. Mm-hmm.
Here I come to save the day.
Man, I miss this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke said I miss when Top Cow used to make quality books like this. 1,000%, Luke. 1,000%.
Hey, friggin' man.
Current day Top Cow is just, it's sad.
It's just a
sad.
pitch. It's just a pitch. It's a pitch for Netflix or streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hate on their game. Don't get me wrong. But,
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
Yeah.
Barbarian says drawing all those wings would drive me crazy. I bet there was a point in time where he was like, I'm sick and tired of drawing wings.
That's only why he did like 5 books.
Yeah.
It's like I'm out.
It's like a tired. Cut these wings off. Great pose there at the top left.
Yep.
Very Superman like, but just it's always a good kind of just coming down pose or going up pose, whatever you want to say. You can use it for whatever.
Hand.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the hand poses, like this is just great. A lot of shadows, a lot of heavy
Jason ain't
moody
lying.
shadows.
That kind of stuff is alive and kicking in CG. Hell
100%.
yeah.
100%.
Hell yeah.
100% agree. We got Sketch 51 in the house. I got a page from this series. Nice.
Oh, sweet. Which one?
Yeah. If you got a picture, DM me. I'll bring it up.
Or mail it to us.
Or just send it to me, you know, and I'll make sure you get it back. Matt's in the house. Hail the chat. Just showed up. Who drew this, Joe? This is David Finch.
Ascension.
We got
to get Matt on that and stuff. That's somebody I want to interview.
We do. We got to get you on that and stuff, brother. Yeah, it's from like what, 97 we said?
This is 97, 98.
97, 97, 98.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
What?
I think I got something.
Okay. Luke said, I picked up the new Cyberforce book because Sylvester's name was on the book. He didn't draw a damn thing for it. Disappointed. Yeah, that's he did the covers, you know. I did the same thing. And it's just what sucks, Luke, and anybody else in the chat. What Top Cow does is they'll put Sylvester on a cover, and then the interior art is like cartoony, bland bullshit.
Let's see if they got anything interesting about it in there.
Oh shit, nice. I don't even have that one.
Yeah, I know you mentioned it when you were here. I was like, oh, it sucks to be you.
Yeah, it sucks to be me. Damn.
But I gave you my creech, if you know what I mean.
You did. I appreciate that. I brought it home with me.
Yeah.
I thought his face was a little wonky looking there. Big neck.
Which one? The top left?
Top left, yeah.
Yeah, that you know, it doesn't look like the character, but it's still cool.
That's what I thought too. Is like it's the first time he's kind of drawn that character, and it didn't look like his chin. It's like a different chin style.
Right. Oh, this one's interesting.
What do you got?
It's a painted version. Can you see?
Oh yeah. Fuck, I need to get this. I don't know if I find this in eBay.
Don't guilt me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I can't believe I missed this. Usually I got all those with the artist spotlights.
Yeah, they're essentially saying the same shit that we are.
Sheldon said, remember when Finch said he needed money, so he sold his Ascension pages in bulk for cheap. Yeah. He also sold his Ascension characters to Sylvester, which is why
you got a page rate.
Yeah.
I think from the beginning.
From the very beginning?
I think from the beginning. But I could be mistaken. Don't at me, nerds.
Sketch 51 says, still packed for moving. Have to wait till we get to a new house. No wall space for my studio. Well, whenever you get a chance, man, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I love the sketchbook in the back of this issue 0.
Mm-hmm.
Just some early on concept sketches are just sick and raw looking. And that's badass. Very skinny midsection, big wide upper section, you know, just powerful. The waist might be a little skinny for what I would draw, but just the way it looks here, I mean, that's just, yeah, look at that. I love it. I love the page layouts. Sometimes I think maybe I do too much detail in my page layouts, and I think I do loose layouts. But I look at sometimes some of the layouts that these guys do, and it's like, but then again, he probably did the thumbnail blow up transfer technique, so you can afford to kind of do a little bit more of this. It's almost a Liefeld chest. Hey man, Liefeld's chests were awesome.
Hell yeah.
I know everyone wants to make fun of cap tits, but we can get into some. I mean, we've done a deep dive on Liefeld before, but we can get into some of his best era of 93, 94.
I got a cool, not a personal story, but a story about that night and with that image being completed and a really solid deed Rob did, just to show us what a good human person he was. Is
Look at that.
That was just beautiful.
What I love about this image, you got all the crazy details, and then the lighting hits the rocks, and it's really heavy shadows. Not a lot of rendering, just heavy blocky shadows going down. It's a cool contrast to the way that the skin, the wings, the background of this arch. I mean, look, the detail on that arch. Fuck, I don't have the patience to draw all that.
No.
That's somebody that at the time had the energy of being a young man.
And cocaine.
Young man, cocaine, and wanting to prove something right there to draw that kind of detailed arch. Or just had a shit ton of time. But that's just gorgeous. Yeah, really cool hair. He's draws hair a little bit different nowadays, but this kind of reminds me a little bit more of like kind of how Brett Booth draws hair now. Very kind of animated style. A little bit of 90s, like what Jim Lee would do, back in the day with like Cyclops hair and Gambit's hair. The way it just kind of had that flip and wave to it.
Yeah, how Jim does hair now is really weird. The edgy pattern of it is fucking Lee.
Yeah. Oh, he does a little bit more blocking now.
Yeah.
Than he did back in the day. Gyro said, "Oh no, Top Cow owns the Ascension IP. Matt Hawkins made for TV Ascension would be brutal." Yeah, I agree.
It would be a metaphor for his sex life.
I'm glad they haven't done anything with it yet. Like, if you're not going to have Finch draw it, just don't have anybody draw it. Don't bring it back, or just leave it on the shelf. Yeah, the 90s hair bounce. I love it. I think it still works today. Like there's modern day hairstyles that you got to try to incorporate so that the book doesn't look like it takes place in a bygone era. But you can definitely do that hair flip. So these are a couple of stuff I got on eBay. And just the gold foil stamp that I hadn't had in my collection. I was like, yeah, I'm going to grab this.
I don't like talking about hair, Joe. I'm very sensitive.
Me too, dude. I lost all my hair. Well, actually, I mean, I've got it, but I shaved it off because, I'm starting to lose it.
Yeah.
I miss hair. That's beautiful hair.
I miss shampoo and conditioner and combs. I really miss combs.
This was a fan club edition.
Ooh.
Never heard of it. But I saw it. I was like, yeah, I'll get it. It wasn't that expensive. But it looked cool. Take it.
I'm in the goddamn club, aren't I? Shout out to Rudy. Damn.
Duck Bacon said David Quinn should have tapped Tim Vigil to come in after Finch.
Oh, okay, yeah. That guy was really
Ascension 2 with the gold logo. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I just saw it on eBay. Someone was selling a pack of 3 with just like gold editions. It was friggin' cheap.
He's like, this is a tax write-off.
Hell yeah. I write off all this stuff because I use it for the show. Yeah, but this was fun looking at David Finch's early run. I love modern day versions of the artists like Brett Booth and Finch and the guy Capullo. Well, Capullo is a different story sometimes, but I love looking back at these guys' early works when they first got into the industry. They had the just raw talent and passion. Same thing with Turner's run on Ballistic, which was fantastic when we did that live Turner stream. When Frega jumped on with us, and I mean that was just a great stream because that was just some fantastic Turner art before he became like Turner. It's cool to see these guys evolve, especially how talented they were coming out and just basically jumping on your own series or being given a series of that young or inexperienced, if you want to call it, artists in the industry and then just coming out and absolutely slaying it. You know, absolutely killed it. Amazing review, guys. Thank you, and we thank you to the chat for being here and hanging out with us.
You
just
like
going
us.
over these old
You really
comics.
like us.
Yeah.
Now we appreciate you spending your hard-earned time, whether taken away from your families or whatever you got going on. And
Yeah,
it
Booth
makes
is
us
so
feel
awesome.
good to think that we're smarter than we actually are. We're like, look at this, it's cool.
Yeah, and I mean, really, what we do here is we're just fans looking at comics, enjoying it. You know, we might have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to the art because of being artists or whatever, but really, when it comes down to it, this is basically us just sitting here. Let's read comics together. Well, let's not actually read them. Let's look at comics together. You know, and let's enjoy the awesome art that that these companies aren't putting out anymore.
Yeah, that too. Fuck them. But
oh, thank
we
you,
appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much.
We really do.
And it's cool. Like when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back working on my book. Type 1, sign up on Indiegogo. Don't miss out. # don't forget about Sean. But yeah, no, this fuels our fire just as well as probably all the other artists in the chat or whoever's watching afterwards.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, it should.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you? We're really smart. No, I'm kidding.
Real quick, guys, we got 29 of you in here. I'm gonna do the member draw. So being a member of the channel, one, it gets you a behind the scenes look at everything I do on Reaper Destroyer. So if I'm working on a page, doing page layouts, whether it's a loose layout or if I get anything done, you guys are the first to see it on the membership. I'll show you high res scans, a lot of stuff that people don't get to see on social media. Behind the scenes spoilers, as far as visual spoilers, no script spoilers, but you're going to see visual stuff that I'm working on, and anything else that I'm doing with Reaper Destroyer, you get to see. Plus, I'm supposed to do it every 4 months. I've been lacking because I've been crazy busy. You're going to get original art by me. You get a chance to win it every 4 months as a member. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to do a draw. We got 22 members here. And all you got to do to win this, we're going to do a sketch cover here, and we'll determine what it is. The winner can decide what they want here. But whoever wins is going to be able to tell me what they want me to draw on here, and we're going to draw it up and send it out to the winner. You get original art on this awesome Spawn sketch cover provided by Kayla, by the way. Shout out to Kayla for sending me a bunch of the Spawn #1 covers from her shop so that we could give these away on this channel. So, all right, 1 from 22. I'm going to tell you, and this kind of goes in order of when you guys signed up. So we're going to get a number here, and I'm going to go look and see who that member is that won it. So here we go. Generate this 1 from 22. 3. That was simple. I'm going to go back here.
John Starks. The Knicks.
Going back to, we've got 9 months ago. There we go. The very first members, 9 months. We've got Astro Zombie. Astro Zombie, you have won that. Rick for 7 months for member chat says it's finally time. It's to get me my prize. I know Rick won the first one of these, but Astro Zombie, congratulations, brother. You got this. Hit me up on the DMs if you're on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, and let me know what you want on this cover, and I'll get it done. What I miss? Rigged. Yeah, I know, buddy. You can't win them all. There you are, brother. Congratulations, man. Thank you for supporting this channel and being a member of the channel. I appreciate everything you do for us and for me and for Superior Press. So this is a joy for me to be able to do this and get this out to you. So thank you. Yeah. Let's see. What was I going to say? Shit.
I don't know.
Here we go. I put out an update. Let me refresh this.
I saw.
There we go. 57,135 because of Fat Samurai's backing. I appreciate you so much. Put out an update the other day. And I've showed this out on the channel before, but I just kind of posted the lettered pages that I showed you, the low reses. So it's, not high res, but this gives you a sense of the first 3 pages, full script on here. But I also put up the teases for the supplemental book coming with art from Oliver Isabedra on the Apophis story that I'm writing, and art by Fabio Simeo on the Vanessa origin story that Kayla is writing. So if you hadn't checked out that update, check it out real quick. Thank you for everybody that backs Reaper Destroyer, that has backed Reaper Destroyer. I am getting close to getting done with the pencils. I think I might have 14 more pages to draw in the book, and it's going to be done.
Yo, the latest page he's worked on, the layout itself, fucking boss. Like, I'm not going to say what it is, but we got elements of what we love, panel design of stuff that Capullo would do, with a little bit of Art Adams in RT. I don't know. It's gonna be ruining it, but it's so good. Joey really fucking upped his bar with this one. So you're all in for a fucking treat. Seeing the first page to where he is now, like he has grown artistically so much since he's first did that. So
Rick says, "Play the trailer." I'll play it when as the outro, because it's a long trailer. But Jason did bring up the Destroyer tier. Just real quick, guys, there's 37 here. If we get to 60 people claiming this, now it's a big jump. If we can get to 60 people picking up the Destroyer tier, now $200, big price tag, but it gets you everything on this campaign. A ton of stuff. Every cover, the exclusive full foil edition as well that you can only get with this. But if we get 60 people, there is original art by Jason Bascom that was bought by Rick Saylor and will be donated to one of the backers of the Destroyer tier. Original art.
So good.
Every time I say this, I always go to try to grab it, and I should just have it ready to pop up.
What?
The original art?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Trust me. I'll show it on another show. Next time, I'll get prepared and I'll actually show it off. But that can be a chance if you are
tune into art stuff this Thursday. We'll show it off then. 8 p.m. Central Eastern Time. Yep. We'll show it off on
because I haven't shown it off in a while. I haven't shown it off in a while because we're holding it. You know, if Rick's got the original, and trust me, he'd be very happy with keeping the original. But it's something he's doing. If we can get the Destroyer tier up to 60 people backing it, then one of those 60 people are going to walk home with an original 11x17 awesome page from Jason Bascom of Reaper Destroyer, and it's absolutely badass.
And can we just give a shout out to Rick Saylor, because that was all on him, his own doing.
Yeah,
like his own hard-earned money. Like, God bless you, bro. Like you do so much for art and stuff, and just me and like Joe. Like you're a true friend. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Believe me.
1000%. And he's a huge backer of so many campaigns, original art. I mean, the dude's
that's not important to me, Joe. I like his friendship.
I love his friendship too. I'm just giving him his kudos. You know, like
right,
he's a hell of a backer to everybody's campaign. Original art, hell of a collector. You know, if he backs your product, you know it's good. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If he's interested in you
Sailor
spending money on you, the sailors. If you get that sailor stamp, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know that it's good. Also, everybody, oh shit. Go sign up for Type 1 now.
Please do.
They're launching in a few months.
Hopefully.
Just waiting on some colored pages from Dan Kemp.
Yeah, we had some colored pages. I've been working on the book rigorously. The sailor stamp. Look what I started again. I am a fucking trendsetter. Nobody's
That's it, man. Yeah, that's got to stick around right there.
That's
got to absolutely stick. That's badass.
What was I saying?
I don't know when the second auction is yet. I got to talk to Jeremy. A lot of stuff goes into putting those auctions together, but there will be one at some point. There's so many. We're just so busy right now with everything, but we'll get one together.
Yeah,
we'll get the rest of the pieces.
Thank you for asking, and thank you everybody that has gone above and beyond for my family. Like, God bless you
all. Some person asking how many signups for Type 1. Probably haven't looked at it lately, have you?
No, I should.
Knowing you probably just probably not paying attention to it right now.
I don't pay attention. I got a lot. Not to be like, look at me. I got a lot going on. Let me take a look. Let me look at me. Look. Fucking shit.
Sailor stamp above or below the navel. I was thinking on the forehead.
I was thinking tramp stamp.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We're all thinking of different things.
I know.
The links are below, guys, to Type 1 and Reaper Destroyer. If you guys haven't backed Reaper Destroyer, please consider doing it. I would appreciate it. And if you haven't signed up for Type 1, please do it now.
Spread it like the clap. Like
spread it like absolutely spread it like the clap.
I hope I don't launch this thing right now.
Yeah, don't do that. That would be not good.
Yeah. What do I do? Do I do that? No, please don't do that.
You can figure it out. I have faith in you.
Oh wow. I think this is a good number.
What do you got?
269.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come up quite a bit since the last time we looked at it. That's awesome.
Yeah. And honestly, thank you everybody for sharing the campaign, talking about it when I was taking care of Ma and everything that was going on with that. Like I came back and this is a lot more than I had before I left. So thank you everybody for believing in this project, buying the ash can and saying really nice things and boosting my ego because I'm very depressed. Sad. No, but no, thank you everybody. Like God bless you all. Didn't think I would get that many, but I'm gonna do my best to reach 300 and 400 and 500 and a billion gazillion. Make this book that you're all proud of and a book worth your well hard-earned money, and you're going to be very entertained. It's a fun story, action-packed. I posed a question in December of 2012 with the Mayan calendar. The end of the world was supposed to happen, or so we thought. That didn't happen, but we're going to find out in the pages of Type 1 coming soon from Imaginary Tales Entertainment, which is just me pretending like I'm bigger than I am.
And it's being put out through
Haunted Pizza, through Mark Polton. And I just got this in the mail.
Oh, shit. Yeah. We're going to talk about this coming up here, guys.
Yeah, Thursday. We got Mark on the show.
I'm waiting for mine to come in. Hopefully it comes in before Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But the Rife and Pain.
My fucking head.
I don't know.
Damn it. Oh, violent sleeper. Like,
a vanity
yeah,
hour?
but this is great. Dude, I don't look at you when we do these streams. I just look at myself. This is great. I think Mark still has this up on his website for pre-orders. I don't think he took it down yet.
Nice.
And then I think on Easter, Mark is dropping the U.S. Assassin variant cover. Yeah, he has diabetes powers. Yeah. Yeah. You don't gotta buy it. You figure it out. What was it? Yeah,
it would be interesting if he had the ability to raise and lower another's glucose levels. That would be the most powerful person ever.
Yeah, what was it? U.S. Assassin. It's a black and white edition. I penciled it. Mike McMahon inked it. Dexter Weeks colored it. It's a homage of TMNT 1. So my character Strees, Mark's character Zero Face, U.S. Assassin, and the wrestler guy who I'm forgetting his name, Mick the Mercenary. Yes, Mick the Mercenary.
I was forgetting it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a wrestling fan, but yeah. So that's going to be launching on Mark's site on Easter. So look out for that. That was a lot of fun.
And also, I was trying to look for some visual aids, and I couldn't find any that were
what's up with my head.
on
Why
Google.
are you picking on me?
I didn't say anything was over your head.
No,
who said it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you brought it up.
I don't know.
You're the one that brought it up. You're like pointing.
I'm very emotional.
Stop. We got Amanda B in the house. Hell.
Yay, Amanda.
Good to see you.
Hell
to see you. I'm bringing on a new inker to the project to do a couple pages. Again, I have long decided that Reaper Destroyer is, at least issue 1, is going to be just an all-star cast of inkers that I can bring on to the book. The latest inker that I brought on, I've never been able to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to try. Maybe Sean can do it, but I'm going to say is a guy that worked for Extreme Studios for a long time. He inked covers of 10th. I don't know if he inked the interiors of 10th or not. But he did covers of 10th. He worked with Frege. He worked with Allstetter. I mean, just all over the place. He's worked for DC. Marlo
Alquiz
is his name. And he's a fantastic inker. And I was talking to him the other day. He's going to do some pages for me. I'm sending him off at the end of this week. The 2 pages I'm working on right now, he is going to do. Same thing that Bat and Weems did, right over the original pencils. And I can't wait. It's another guy I grew up just absolutely seeing his name all over the place because we were huge fans of Extreme Studios. So he was a... What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is there something wrong? Are you okay? Just an extreme fan of, or a big fan of Extreme
Yes, we are.
Studios. His inks were all over the place and worked with some of my favorite artists. So getting him to come on and jam on the book for a little bit is amazing. And there's another guy I haven't even talked about that I'm just waiting to confirm. That
Wait,
name
my
is
guy?
still out there. There's that guy, and then there's the other guy.
There's so many guys.
I'm telling you, it's going to be an all-star lineup of inkers on this book. I'm gonna pick up a couple pages too because I want to join in on the fun of inking this book. I feel left out, so I'm gonna ink a couple pages. And also up and comers like Matthew Seaborn, who's doing a fantastic job, which I don't understand why he's not, working in the industry for somebody. At some point he's going to. Dude's just fantastic. So continue to bring on some awesome talent onto this campaign. So looking forward to showing you that when the progress is done. That's about it. Thursday, 8 o'clock. We're going to have Mark Polton on, as well as the Art Jedi.
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be a hell of a fun show. Thursday, 8 o'clock. Don't miss this. And then next Tuesday at 10, Kayla returns, coming back to the show, bringing some much needed knowledge to these artist bums that we have. And it's going to be great. We can't wait to get her back. Going to be looking at Batman, the Joker, the Deadly Duo, issue 5. So thank you, everybody. I would just like to say, great fight. Shout out to Mark Polton.
Oh yeah,
he took the beating like a man, and I walked away with the belt. And I appreciate you. And we can still be friends, buddy. We can do it. We can do it. So, all right, everybody. See you on Thursday at 8. Be good to each other. Take care of one another. And as always, picture me naked.
Spade
Talk to you later,
kids.
Peace.